This is Unit 6.2, Day 3 and 4 kind of combined. We're going to see how much we can get done today. All right, so I'm going to fill out this graphic organizer that I gave you guys first. Talking about logarithms, we've already kind of talked about this a little bit, but because we've talked about the change of base, where it becomes the log of b over, the log of a over the log of the base. So log of a stands for log of the argument over the log of the base. So if we have the log, if the base and the argument are the same number, then the answer is 1. Okay? If the base is a number and the argument is a 1, then the answer is 0. And you can check this out on your calculator. Well, once I give you numbers, you can check this out on your calculator by doing the change of base formula. And I'm going to write it up here just so we remember it. It's the log of the argument over the log of the base. Okay? So in example 1, if you put in your calculator log of 14 over log of 14, you will get a 1. So starting now, when the base and the argument are the same, the answer is 1. When the base is some number and the argument is a 1, the answer's 0. So you can put this stuff into your calculator and check. All right, the product rule means we are multiplying. That's what product means. Multiply. Okay, when we are multiplying, we are going to separate it with addition. So I'm going to write separate with addition. Okay, like this. So this becomes the log base b of m, and we're going to separate these two with addition. And we're going to write it again, log base b, but this time it's an n. So m and n get separated with addition, but we write log same base for both. So here's an example. I am going to focus on expanding first, and then we'll come back around and talk about condensing. All right, so expanding. Let's talk about what the word expand means. I'm going to move this over so I can write it down out here. Expand means, okay, we are going to, so there we go, to make one into many. Okay? So 63, I told you when you're expanding, 63 can be 9 times 7. Okay? 63 can be 9 times 7. So this becomes the log of base 2 of 9 plus the log base 2 of 7. All we did was take what equaled 63 and we made it into many, or more than one. Let me just clarify this. More than one. Okay, there we go. All right, one term into 2 terms. Sometimes it can be 3, 4, 5 terms. It just depends on what your argument is. Okay, so I'm changing the argument, if it is one number, into more than one number. So 9 times 7 is 63. All right, I'll get back to condensing in a few minutes. We're going to all go through expanding. Quotient means divide. Okay, divide. But we are going to separate by subtracting. Or by subtraction. Let's do that. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Log base b of the top number, the numerator always goes first, subtracting log base b of the denominator. I need you to remember anything in the denominator It will help you out tremendously. Gets a minus sign in front. Gets a minus sign in front of log. Okay? Gets a minus sign in front of log. So let's come over here to expand. You can do this many different ways. We're going to take this argument and we're going to make it into many. So think of a division problem that when you divide equals 9. You can say 9 divided by 1. You can say 27 divided by 3. Whatever comes to your mind as far as splitting this whole number, making it into a fraction. Okay? So either way, you get the same answer no matter what you do. Okay? So we'll use 9 and 1. Like I said, you can use 18 and 2. That works also. So if we use, I don't know, let's just do 27 and 3. So this becomes the log of 27 minus, I told you anything in the denominator gets a minus sign in front of 3. Positive is always the numerator. A minus sign is always in front of log in the denominator. You could have said the log of 9 minus the log of 1. Okay, that worked. Same answer. Okay, it will look different here, but once we start getting into solving these, you will get the same answer. All right, let's talk about the power rule. Power rule just deals with exponents. So this is with exponents. And it's exponents on argument. Okay, move exponent in front of log. Okay, so we're going to take this n and move it in front. So it becomes n log b, log base, m. No more exponent. Okay, all right, so let's try expanding over here. The exponent is x minus 1. I'm just going to put parentheses around it. So it moves to the front and becomes x minus 1 log base 2 of 6. No more exponent. Okay? All right, let's keep moving on. Change of base. Let me see if I can get that to move down. There we go. Change of base formula. We've already done this. This is pretty straightforward. We've talked about it. The log of a, or the argument, over the log of the base. Okay? Very simple. Log of 32 over log of 7. Please, please, we have to know this is the argument. We have to know this is the base. Okay? Put this in your calculator because they're all base 10. And you will get an answer. And I'm going to do it for you right now. So on the top is log of 32. On the bottom or in the denominator is log of 7. Enter, and you get 1.78. Okay? All right. That is all the different rules for expanding and condensing, but we haven't talked about condensing. So let's come back up here and talk about condensing. Condensing, that's expand. I'm going to come out here. Let me change colors for this. There we go. Now let's do blue. Condense, or that purple. Condense means to make many into one term. Okay, you're going to take a lot, bring it into one term. All right, so we know when we see addition, This means multiply. So it's going to be, we're going to write, they have the word log, they have the base 5. You can only do it if they have the same base. And then it's going to be 6 times 7. So this becomes the log base 5 of 42. Now, I didn't ask you to evaluate it. That means change the base and put it in your calculator. I just meant show me how it becomes one term. All right, look at this one. With subtracting, that's division. They have the same word log, same base. So I'm going to write log 1 time, the base 4 1 time, and then I'm going to take the number 84 divided by 12. Now, 84 divided by 12, that we can do in our calculators. And you get 7. So this becomes the log base 4 of 7. Okay? That's how it works. Condensing. Condensing is the opposite of expanding, where you take the exponent and you put it in the front. This time we're going to take the number in the front and we're going to turn it back into the exponent. So this becomes log base 3 of 8 squared, which is log base 3 of 64. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop. This is just our graphic organizer. And then you can make notes on this. You can do whatever you want in class. And then we're going to go to the classwork.